Hello and welcome. Today's episode. Last we left off, we secured first place in the National League 2. That's the one. Overwhelmingly so. With many games to go, we easily scored first place. I'll show you. We are, if not the most dominant, then one of the most dominant for their level teams, and possibly the history of English football or all football. We were monsters this season. Not only normally, but we had two incredible cup runs that we participated in, which screwed our schedule, which is the only reason we weren't more dominant. So, starting with our season review, and then we will get on to the more important things. New arrival signing of the season it's got to be Abo. Jasper Moon. Apparently, Abo doesn't count as a signing because we didn't actually sign him. I don't know about that one. I might have given it to Walsh instead, but he Jasper Moon was a pretty good signing. He was a good signing for the year. Abo, they're amazingly happy with. A few people, they're happy. It was paid too much, that's true. And then, of course, Sturge is another great person that we're looking to bring in. Everybody else, kind of middling performance, except really Hampton Sturridge. He really didn't get the results I wanted as the backup. Looking at this, within League 2, first place, 112 points. From what I found online, a record in English football. Goal differential is not a record, but it's close to it. The Man City team up in, 17-18 had a 75 goal differential, but 2 losses, 34 wins, 10 draws. I don't know if this is a record. That might be. In League 2 at the very least. We were light years ahead of everybody else. Notably, though, 5th place to 9th place? 1 point on that, and only an average of 1 point difference in goal differential. This whole thing was so close here. So close. So really any of these teams could have won, and probably we were the ones who caused some of the changes. Competition results, we had these 2 losses in the middle of Hell Month, but overall, other than that, I mean, we were incredible. FA Cup, we made it all the way to the 4th round, where we were knocked out in the replay against a championship-level squad, where we were competitive in. Carabao Cup, we got knocked out quite early, though we were mugged in that game. We probably could have gone further. The Papa John's Trophy, we made it to the quarterfinal, where we got mugged in another game against Liverpool. We were 1 or 1.5 ahead on XG. We just couldn't quite finish. So another good performance. Overall, incredible. Moments to remember. The goal of the season was this match. Hilton scored. There's a goal that I'm thinking of that I didn't do online. There's 2 actually that I'm thinking. Let's go ahead and take a look at this first goal from Sonny Hilton and see if it's one of the ones that I think deserve to be goal of the season. It was, I mean, that's a nice free kick, certainly. But there was one goal, I don't remember when, where basically a bad deflection off a defender came into the air, and someone did a flying kick into the side, a side swipe that sent it straight back in the goal when they were in the far corner of the box outside of it. It was an incredible goal. I don't remember who did it and who was. And also on the video a while back, the own goal, where I think Linton deflected it off somebody's head into the goal. That was hilarious. Goal of the season was a 5-2 game. Biggest win was a 6-1 game. We had some similar performance. We had a couple of 5-0s. We had a 6-2. We just had a 5-3. Sponsorship, we haven't gained any sponsorship. Broadcast revenue has gone up substantially. Hospitality has gone up substantially. Prize money has gone up substantially. We lost a little bit of retail. As for jerseys sold, no one bought. Did we not sell Abo jerseys? And why is our reputation? I feel like these should go up. And I feel like Abo should have gotten jerseys sold because he was incredible. But, I mean, if you take out Abo, I guess this is basically what you'd expect from jersey sales. Wilson's is a little bit high considering he fell out of the rotation later down the line. Our best 11 right now is a 4-3-3 wide. Folks in goal, Sturge, Andy, Moon, and Mabaya. Saunders, Hilton, and Walsh in the midfield. Toye and Ford behind Abo. I prefer Linton over here, but that's an okay thing. Accolades. We have a lot of record breakers. Abo decided he wanted to come out and get most goals in a season, previously 42. Most league goals by a player, he has 41 of those. Most assists, Walsh had 20 as the advanced playmaker. Most shutout is 29. Most of these, I thought they were never going to be beaten a few seasons ago, like the one Jeffers sent for goals. This season is, oh my god. Ken Avo, 17 man of the match. Worst discipline was Max Saunders with 17 yellow cards and 2 reds. Most league appearances by a player is going to be Harrison Folks, and he's going to continue because he's still. Oh no. Potential is not as high as it used to be. Still probably going to be starting for us in the next league. We'll see what happens. Highest transfer fee was Osizi, who's also probably going to be with us next season, though. Fans player of the season was Abo. Young player of the season was Abo. Signing of the season was Moon. Hilton won goal of the season. Top goal scorer. I mean, you see all of these. They're monsters. I would not be surprised if Abo won coach of the year. I won, or player of the year. I won coach of the month. Oh, apparently I was head coach of the year for this season. Didn't know about that one yet. But I won coach of the month 4 times. And yeah, again, we have been monstrous. So we won that league, we won this league, we won this next league. Very, very nice. Supporter profile, we have gained some casual fans and some fair weather fans, gaining up on our social media followers. This is mostly because we have more fans overall, but because we are very, very good, the fair weather fans and casual fans certainly try and support us. Club vision and expectations, let's go ahead and negotiate this. Possession soccer. Okay, another takeover in progress. So we're not hoping to set any long-term plans. We are getting the facilities upgraded at the end of the next season. Very nice to see. Work from the payroll budget, fine. Play possession soccer, fine. High tempo, defensively solid. I mean, that's what we've been doing all along. I'm on a long-term contract. I'm not going to renegotiate because I'm not too worried about that. That's perfectly fine with me. We will have the end of team meeting. We will discuss the plans for the next season. Actually, I'm happy. Avoid getting involved in a relegation battle. Oh, that's not fair. Okay, well, I'll tell them we'll try our best. I mean, we've done that every season. I've told them we're going to get involved, but we're going to try our best, and we go ahead and win the whole thing. What the heck? That's what I'm looking for. We'll discuss promises next season, and I will see you all during the next preseason. New season team report. We can deal with that later. Players missed through injury. Linton actually missed a lot of games, 45%, because he had 3 injuries, a bunch of them. And the only other one to note was like Mabaya, who missed a number of games because he was a regular starter for us. Everybody else wasn't too bad. It was mostly a little here and there injury. But we finally have another person subject to a takeover bid. He's looking to sell the club. Whether he actually believes that or not, this is like the 6th time this has been said, but no time before has that been true. Our financial situation, we're currently, we are in the red for the first time ever. Well, yeah, we lost a lot of money, mostly because we were upgrading our training facilities. That cost $800,000, so we made another profit, similar to last season. Payroll budget, 42. Transfer budget, we sold off one of our players, so now it's up to 81. So that being said, take a break. Actually, before we take a break, let's talk about what we're getting. We're selling off Miles Robert. Folk can start for us. I'd like to bring in another option. That would be a good idea. At left back, Clayton is a good backup. Linton can be back there or a little bit further forward. Either way, depending on how we want to play them. Logan Pye, another backup. If we don't need a left back, but if we find a good one, we'll take it. We definitely need another center back. We're trying to sell off a couple of ours. Andy, we're trying to sell off because he's not quite to the next level. Definitely Lang. Jeffcott can stay with us playing a backup role. So let me go ahead and ask this just for everything as well. So we could definitely use one center back. Right back, same sort of thing. We've got no one. So center back, left or right back. Walsh is good enough in my eyes. He's a leading player at this level. He can be a leading player at the level above, so he's definitely going to stick around playing as the advanced playmaker. We need a ball-winning midfielder. We've got no one there right now. And then as a box-to-box midfielder, Sonny Hilton can do it. But as I said before, the best he's ever going to be is a leading player in League One. So I wouldn't be surprised if he fell off the starting lineup and onto the bench. As for our wingers, Ford has proven that he is incredible. He wants to be an inverted winger on attack. He will continue to do so. He's going to be our first choice option here. So we will put him all the way up. And then Sonny Hilton can play out there. Toye can play out there. We're probably going to... we listed Toye and Wilson. Osizi... he might not be listed. He might end up playing for us as a backup. We'll see. So, box to box. Couple in midfield, couple in back. We're looking for a striker unless we can extend Abba. I'm going to try my hardest. I want this man back. He totally deserves to come back. And then as a left winger, Linton can play over there, but I'd really like a first choice option up there because Linton is really not that. But he is a youngster who can definitely play backup. We are going to try and sign Serge, who is our option all year at left back, who has a ton of potential to improve. He is out of contract if that hasn't changed, so we'll be trying to get him in permanently, and we'll see if that is we're capable of doing that. So now, with that being said, we'll jump on to when something happens. First bit of news that I've got is we no longer can hang out in the December Center. Unfortunately, it does not meet the minimum standards, so we're going to be borrowing, we're going to be leasing out a new place called The Hive, which is located in Harrow. According to a quick Google search I did, that's about half an hour away. It's not too big a deal. Looks like teams who play here, I mean, Barnet? Seriously? The National League team? Why do you, okay, sure. I mean, I'll take it. Why not? But we'll probably be looking to start making getting a new ground is probably going to be the next big upgrade on our agenda, because we need a ground that can go from here to the Premiership. We want something that'll work, and we'll see if we can try and upgrade the December Center. If not, we can sell it off and get a new one. Whatever. I don't know how Football Manager works these things. I don't usually stick around with clubs long enough. This is the first team that I've taken this far up. So we shall see how things go in the future. Okay, a bunch of awards for us this year. We got a bunch of money, of course. Goal of the month, head coach of the month, I won again. Player of the year, Ken Abo, of course. 40 appearances, 41 goals, more than a goal a game. 8 assists, 7.62 average. He's for us, truth be told. Top goal scorer, of course, Ken Abo. The next highest is 26 and 22. It was not even close. We had a star, this boy. And be leaving us almost certainly. Goal of the season, Hilton actually at second place on that list with his 32-yard free kick. Apparently free kicks are top of the league. The Golden Glove, Folks won that one as well at 45 appearances, 28 allowed, shutouts 26. Almost got as many shutouts as allowed goals. 7.1 average rating. I've been named Coach of the Year again for the third time in a row, which the board is happy about, which we are, I don't know how much longer he's going to remain as the head of the board, because we are maybe not there. 8 of your players were selected in the select squad. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's an achievement, I think. I'll probably get it pop up soon. Folks, Surge, Andy, Moons, Hilton, Walsh, Toyi, and Abo all won honors in the Team of the Year, which, oh my goodness, that is, as I said, we were way too good for this league. There were 3 players that weren't ours, and that was mostly because of injuries and rotations more so than anything else. Because we didn't have a great left winger, we kept rotating people with injuries. We didn't have a right back, we had kept rotating people with injuries, and we only had 1 striker. So, injury, only 1 choice. That's the only reason why we didn't have more people. Financial, we just got injection of about $500,000. I've been selling people off. I had to transfer quite a bit of the cash over to the scouting department so we could actually afford to do our English scouting range for this upcoming season. I've been selling players. If we go to the transfers, some good, some bad. Let's see. Important people. Ransom, he went out for 67. Toy, he went out for 110 plus up to 150. We are also looking to move on Kirby, who's going to be joining in a little over a month. In just a little bit. We're bringing in some youngsters. Some people have rejected contracts. I'm really keen on getting this guy in, but he's wanting way too much money. So we shall see if that's possible. Other than that, we're basically just waiting for these people to get out of contracts so we can start seeing who we can sign for free, and then start fiddling and seeing if we can sell anybody off and what kind of money we're going to have to look to making transfers. Right now, if we look at our budget, we can get like, what, $1,500 extra, $2,000 extra, 2,000 or so extra. So until the new board comes in, it's going to be rough to see if we're capable of making money or not. So for now, we'll just wait and see what happens. A couple of youngsters coming into the squad, looking like they might be something, might not. I mean, it costs us basically nothing to bring him in. Ben Jones, 2.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential ability, previously of Man City. He's okay. Tom Ryan, 2.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential ability, League One player maybe at one day, previously of Man UFC. Really just nothing too much about him, but wherever he ends up is where he's going to end up. Probably just going to play for the under-19s for a while, and then we'll move on. More to come. Okay, as per usual, the talks of an internal takeover have gone away as soon as the money appeared in the bank. So, no money for us. I guess we're going to keep struggling with our very little budget in the league above. Keep in mind, we were last place this last season in terms of money. We had, I think we can go check. Go to the, go to detailed, scroll down to this. 24th place with 1.16 million compared to a lot of the upper teams who are, 3 million, almost 4 million. And we destroyed everybody. And that was not, our striker was a loanee. That makes sense. We had one hugely impactful lone player. Everybody else was a player that we really could have gotten had they not had the stupid potential that they do have. So, like Surge, we're probably going to be able to get over this offseason. We'll see. But it's rough going out there because a lot of the teams are not even looking at us because the reputation is also a problem. If we go to League One, we can take a look at the salary. We'd be the lowest, with the highest being 10 million. Bristol City, though, the average being 3-4 million. That's what, 4 times what we can pay. Yikes. Okay. So it's going to be a challenge at the very least to be able to make this kind of budget work. If we look at some of these clubs, just go to average. You look at their general. They're a 2.5 reputation team. Cheltenham, reputation 2. So okay, we're not too far behind, being at only we are a 2 reputation now. I think. Yeah, regional as compared to, so it's not the end of the world, but it's still going to be rough. Media prediction out of 22nd. Okay, so more to come. We'll see what we can do. But just know, it's been rough. Stunning news. Apparently, I have been identified as a top candidate at the Southampton job interview. Because I play a deep commitment to playing high tempo pressing, and these are a team that just apparently got relegated from the championship. Yes, correct. They just got relegated. They almost stood up. Had they been able to fiddle around a little bit, they might have been able to do it. They were 1 point away. Literally, if they had scored one more goal, winning. Regardless, I've been offered the job. I'm not going to take it, of course, but it's cool to see that Amar Khan, 3-star reputation, very, very respectable coach. I'm wanted by Southampton, and if it was any other game, I would jump at the opportunity. But it does show you that you get some very good results if you stay with a club and get promoted with them. It increases your reputation by a lot as compared to my stream save, where I jumped around so much so that it caused problems. I will be declining, but cool to note. I'm a very important man, much more so than my club, apparently. Okay, first player in, Zach Sturge, permanent deal, 3-year, worth £4,000 per week. Yes, he's being paid a lot. Yes, he has potential to improve. If he meets that potential, championship standard, it'll be worth it. If he doesn't, it's going to be rough if he doesn't meet his potential. But it was excellent for us last year. If we saw he averaged a 7.13, I believe currently he's good enough as a League 2 standard player. He can make the jump. And paying that much of he's being paid a lot of money. But our salary right now is quite small. Notably, though, if we take out you and these two, we only have 18 people. And the playability of some of those people, like Campton, Sturge, and Thompson, is questionable at best. So we are really looking for upgrades. But for now, we just have to wait because the players haven't gotten out of contract yet. So we're looking at people, but no one wants to sign with us because they're all wanting too much money. If I had double the wage budget, I could bring some of in. But a lot of the players that are like 3.5-star ability are saying, oh no, we're not even interested in talking to you right now. So we're working on it. Let's see if we can go further, though. Some more awards. Signing of the season last year. Liam Walsh won signing of the season, with Jasper Moon coming in second place. Both incredible players for us that look to continue on for next season, unless we find something better, which I've said this, I've said this every year. It's been a struggle to find players because building up a reputation is hard, and having money is hard. But we can do stuff like this. We can do it. I know we can. You just have to go dumpster diving. Okay, the new season has ticked over, and the media prediction early on is dire. It favors us for relegation pretty heavily. Not overwhelmingly. So we've turned away these odds before, but I think we could probably do better. We certainly need to make big improvements to our squad. We thumped all of the teams that were promoted. We were so much better than. We lost our striker, but everything else. We're trying to get Abo back in. We'll see if we can do that. But everybody else, Liam Walsh is one of the best players, but that's about it. So we'll see what we can do, and hopefully this will be going up before the season begins in earnest. Okay, another player we're bringing in. He's going to be, unofficially in a couple of days. Kane Taylor on 2.9 thousand a week. 20-year-old midfielder who can also play left back. 4-star current ability. 5-star potential ability. We owed them nothing, and we got him for cheaper than what he's supposed to be. So if this holds true, then we just maybe got the signing of the season. He can play anywhere across the midfield that we want him to, except on the defense. So apparently he's going as we might have him on a supporting central midfielder, maybe something like that instead of a box-to-box midfielder, unless someone else wants to play it because he's only 5'10", and we love signing our small midfielders. We're just a huge fan of that. But other players, even Mabaya refused to come back with us. It is rough out here. We're currently trying to get more people in, more people out. We'll see what we can do. Our financial situation, we've still got 9,000 in committed spending left, still 20k left, or 200k left in spensies. So we can still go out there and make a splash. But taking a look, if we ask for everything, Kane Taylor, who is coming in. Serge is going to be back here, so Kane Taylor is definitely going to be playing midfield and not left back. For whatever reason, he can do that. Still don't have center backs. Still don't have right backs. Got some midfield players. Still don't really have options on the wing. We're going to be using forward, I guess, is our main option on the right. Option on the left is going to be Josiah. And we've got someone in, or some offers in for some strikers, but we'll see if we can do something. More to come. Okay, so people are coming in. Kane Taylor, the first one. He is everything we'd hoped he'd be. League 1 standard player, potentially championship level player. We got him in on a big boy contract for a number of years, paying him quite a bit of money, but he's going to be incredible. Keep saying it, he's going to be true. Zach Sturge, everybody's happy to see him back, mostly me. He is a great wingback on the left option, played great for us last year, and we believe he still could improve a lot. He's a League 1 standard player right now. And then we brought in this guy, who is a youngster. Barely paying him anything, $275 a month. Plays a supporting Mazzala. I think 5'11". Can he do a jumper? He can't do a jumper. Why can't I sign a tall midfield player? Okay, national standard player, maybe League 1 in the future. He's okay. Maybe something, maybe nothing. We'll see. We'll just put him in the senior squad for now. So those are what we've got. We are still working, and let's see if we can get this going. Guys, it just popped up on my reports. We're back. He's back. He's back, baby. Ken Abo signed in for another season for only £2,400 a week. Oh my goodness, all known from Norwich. This man. Oh, I want to kiss him. I want to kiss him so badly. An advanced forward. Best player, bar none, last season. He's incredible. He's amazing. It just wasn't happening, but there was no interest anywhere else. And then all of a sudden, it appears like a light down from above. Oh, yes. And most importantly, he's out of contract at the end of this year. So, there's a chance that we can bring him back next season for us. I wonder what that does for our potential as a season preview team. We have now jumped up to 19th place with all the signings that we have made. Oh, oh, you cannot tell me how that just. I was desperate for a striker. Oh, you're a miracle worker, my boy. A miracle worker. He is still a relatively key player. We now have Kane Taylor, also in the media key players prediction. Also remove him from the shortlist finally. But oh my goodness. I'm excited and I'm happy. More to come. Okay, next player in the team, Keenan Apaya Forsen. I recognize that name because it's from the stream save, because he has some great potential for a championship player. Currently a League 1 player, good at this level, could be good at the level above. He is a, really whatever we want, but mostly ball-winning midfielder. Exactly what we're looking for from him. Previously from West Ham, though he's been loaned out once, where he did very, very good. He is going to come in and immediately hit the starting lineup. So where the hell is he? Hiya Forsen, welcome to the lineup. So with that, our starting squad is looking pretty good. Linton on the right. It's oh yes, because he's supposed to be further back. Sturge in the back behind him. Wants to be a wing back on defend. Oh, what is everybody with? Going to be a attacking fullback now instead of a supporting wing back. Regardless, those two on the left. The midfield is almost all new. I'll have to talk to Hilton because he's taking up a fuss about losing his playing time. Our center backs, we need help there. Still looking to bring in loans. We need a right back and a right winger, which I'm currently working on. That may be possible to do. And we shall see forward, if anything else. We got friendlies coming up a month or so until the season begins. But this team is seriously beginning to come together to the point where I think we are not favorites, but we're certainly going to be at least a mid-table side come this next season if everything goes to plan. I'll be back with more. Okay, got another lone player in, another midfield player. This one just really a backup, more so than anything. I think I promised them to be a starter, but worst case scenario, well, whatever. Screw them. He's on loan from Man City. He's been out a couple of places, not really got any playing time, but he'll probably get some playing time for us. He is 2.5 or 3.5 star current ability, 5-star potential ability. Unfortunately, he really can only play central midfield on attack. Everything else is 3-star. He will slot onto our bench quite easily, but we'll do what we can do. A good loan signing considering we got him for what was it, £700 a week. That does not quite put us over our budgets yet. We still have a little bit we can fiddle around with. Can't shove any more of that into payroll though, for whatever reason. Our projection is not great, but we always had a bad projection. We had a bad projection last year and we were able to get things done. No debts. We have some transfer debt apparently that we need to take care of, but some sponsorships, which will hopefully that's going to be going away soon, and we should hopefully be getting more of that in the future. Our development center is good. We're bringing in a number of youngsters who are quite good. You need to go. I have no idea why you were still in the club. Didn't realize he was down there. Okay. Well, if that's all, then we're back with some more good news, hopefully. I've got a couple other offers out. We'll see if they come to fruition. Okay, another player coming into this team. Cannon, we're paying him way too much. He's a backup. That's what he is. We're paying him 1.7k to do that. Mainly because good championship level player in the future. He's a decent player for the level below. He can come in and be a serviceable backup. 22-year-old Irish individual, previously of Everton. No international caps, but he's been in around the English football for a while. He does have English as a second national eligibility. Born in Liverpool. Good to know. So he's a backup option. There was a great option we missed out on because we just didn't have the money. I could have offered him another 1,000. I think he would have come joined us. Would have been perfect. We're still missing a right back. We're still needing center backs, but we're basically out of money. So we'll do what we can. But we're currently committed quite a bit, and we're currently spending shove this in. Oh, hold on. Let's go the other way. Shove that in there. And now we have some money to play with, so we can maybe see if we can get some players in. But I'm not holding out much hope. Okay, got another lone player in until the end of the season. Jezreel Davis. He's going to be playing right back for us, more than likely. 3-star current ability, 4-star potential ability, worth, I mean, we're paying him a little bit of money. Uh, Currently from QPR is where we picked him up from. Played in League 2 for middling results. He's a couple of years in a row. I mean, we're desperate. we're desperate at this point. We're trying to get people in, but it's just not working. He'll probably come in and be our starting right back as a complete wing back or really whatever we want him to. He can also play center mid if we need a backup in that. We find another better right back that comes along. So there's a okay. It's fine. It's fine. I'll accept it. I'm happy with it, especially considering he's never going to be. I guess he's a League One standard player, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Another rash loan, 150 pounds a month at basically nothing. He's come in from Birmingham, 3-star current ability, 5-star potential ability, as an option at center back. That's really it. What in the world is this nation? Huh. Okay. Uh, he's a League Two standard player. I mean, he's a good option at center back for us now. I guess that's for everything. Still looking to bring in some people. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Actually, these two can be removed from the list because I did not bring them in because they were wanting way too much money. So let's go ahead and suggest for everything. Rico Brown, Jasper Moon are probably going to be our starters, so it's going to be a bit weak back there. But so far, we are up to what place? Have we gone down or have we gone up? Where were we predicted? 18th place. I can live with 18th. All we're trying to do, remember, is attempt to avoid relegation. So as long as we can do that, we'll be happy. Sold off some players. We're still looking to sell off more players, but we can live with that. Hey, I might be going a bit overboard with the loans I'm bringing in. On another note, Rodney, the good thing about him, Caden Rodney, is he plays anywhere I want him to. Currently, he's a 2.5-star current ability, or 3.5-star, they think. Basically, a 3-star current ability, 5-star potential ability player. He came in from Crystal Palace, and he can play anywhere I want him to. Maybe playing right back, maybe playing left back, or probably not playing left back, but maybe DM. He's going to come off our bench. I told him he'd be a regular starter. That's not going to happen. But honestly, a very, very solid option everywhere we want him to be. Bit spendy, though. Bit spendy. We need to auto-select. Wow, we have a young team. At least 15 players. Give me a moment while I spam up a... Yep. Confirm that. Lewis's trial. Coming to an end. He wanted like 6,000. Oh, yeah. Don't need to do that. But we have also found another gem from Watford, who is our parent club, who doesn't like sending us players for cheap, but there's a chance we can bring in some quality players from them. And I found one of them, which I'm looking to see. I'll be back with that, and hopefully it succeeds. Okay, this guy, not near as good as we thought he'd be. 3-star current ability, 4-star potential ability. I mean, he's in for free. It costs us nothing. He may kick up a fuss later, but he is from Watford. Really thought he'd be able to do something better. He played in League 2 and he did reasonable last season. He'll come in and be a backup on either side, maybe even as a striker, but probably not going to play him all that much. Probably not going to keep him for all that long. I mean, they say leading League 1 player. He's already a good League 1 player. Who's smoking? Someone's smoking something, and it doesn't smell good. Because we think 3-star, and the coaches think, no, he's 4-star ability. That's why I brought him in, and I was so surprised. But, whatever. With that being said, our squad is now quite large at 26 people. Okay, so it's not that large. But we do have a number of lone players in that are quality lone players. And I think our squad is roundabout complete. The bad news is Hilton is kicking up a fuss because he really wants to leave. I'm going to not let him leave because he is my favorite player at this club. Even though he doesn't quite have the ability right now, he can be a good championship player in the future. He's probably going to come off the bench playing in center mid and playing in right wing. Oh my goodness, I think we might be selling off Sonny Hilton. He's kicking up a fuss. He's a team leader. We'll see if it comes to that. Okay, another player. Derek Abu, 2.5-star current ability, 5-star potential ability, plays right back, plays center back, plays left back, plays wing backs if we really want to change our system up that much. He was previously of Chelsea and really hasn't played at all, but he's cheap. We got him on a contract. We can see if he develops into something. This is a year of development, remember. We're not expecting to do particularly well. We're only a couple of days away from the beginning of the season, and the season preview still has us in, I guess 17th place now. Though we are just outside of the relegation zone in terms of how good our team actually is. I feel like we didn't make a ton of improvement. We improved the midfield. That's huge. We improved the midfield amazingly. Everywhere else, we really didn't. So, hopefully, with how dominant we were last year, even though we didn't make many improvements and we sold a number of our players, we did end up selling. Let's go ahead and take a look at the transfers. Tarima, well, let's see, Mundle sold for 100k, and Osazi sold for 250k. Gower sold for 50k, plus a little bit more. Sold Toy for 100 to 150k, Kirby for 50k, Ben Wilson for 70 to 100, Levi Lang for 165. So we made, 600k that season, plus 300. We made probably 750k for all of the trades we've made, which most of it has gone directly into our budget, because we are trying to sign players. Some of the loans we currently have in will probably be leaving. Our overall balance, though, is incredible. So I might... We'll figure out what I want to make requests of the board, but I'm going to be making requests considering how much crap we have. Probably to work on the ground, because I don't loan it out anymore. I want to actually have a new ground. We'll see what I can do. With that being said, we'll see you for the start of this, or get ready for the start of the season, and show you some of the starting lineups. Okay, the season, or the off-season is finally ended. We're back with what will be the opening squad for our first day. We have injuries. This guy out for 6 days to 2 weeks, center back. Jasper Moon, center back. He's returning to fitness in a few days. He's got food poisoning. 6 to 12 days. He's injured. Mari Ford, also injured, returning training tomorrow. He's not even on the bench. We're struggling with wingers now. But, truth be told, we don't have a ton of as many changes as I thought. Folks will be in goal. Sturge, Andy, Rodney, and Nichols will be backing him up. I was deciding between Jezreel and Nichols, between who to send on the right wing back, and I decided, well, Nichols is our player. He has potential compared to Jezreel, who is more expensive and not as good. We can keep him on as a substitution in case we need him. Then the part I'm most happy with, Taylor, Apaya Forson, and Walsh in midfield. I mean, these are all great players, and I'm glad to have them here. I would prefer someone to be a box-to-box midfielder, but I can live with what we've got. And then we have Walsh on the back. Linton and Fidea Toro. Benje Autori. That's going to be obnoxious. You're going to get a name. You're going to get a name. Your name is going to be Fan. Congratulations. I'm a fan of that. No, we'll call you Torre, actually. That's actually your name. Your name will be Torre. Back behind Abo. Still our best player at the club, bar none. He's amazing. I want to keep him forever and ever. We'll just lock him in the basement before he tries to leave. So it's not great. Still, we are expected to finish round about lower mid-table, which I can live with. We need this season to develop. Dynamics, not bad. Sonny Hilton is asking to leave. I've offered him I've offered it to send him out if someone's offered. No one's offered yet. Max Thompson wants to move to a bigger club. I've offered if someone pays him a stupid amount, 825k, they can have him, but no one's going to offer him that because he's not worth that. So he's going to be stuck here playing our backup goalkeeper for the foreseeable future. So not probably my least favorite offseason we've had so far, just because once you start getting up, you need money, and we don't have money. Didn't end up asking the board for anything. We do have 4,000 more pounds per week, which we could adjust to. I mean, we could get, a $300,000 player. plenty of transfer budget to play with. We could also switch this over, get another 25,000 pounds, get up to 50K. But we have a lot of stuff to do, a lot of good things coming in our future. With that being said, thank you very much for watching it. See you all next time. Thanks for watching. You should watch another. Please.